And we are live. Hey guys, so we're here joined today with Alex of Playing with Fire, the legend himself.
What's up? Good to be here. Looking forward to
Yeah.
these profile reviews. It's going to be
Who are
probably
you and what do you do?
what do I do? I think pretty much most people do, but I help a bunch of Indian dudes get laid with white girls. Now, I mean, I have a channel called Playing Fire. We give practical, no BS sex and dating advice to kind of shamelessly promote, I guess. I recently won the award, quote unquote, from Game Global for best texting coach of 2024. So that's cool, I guess, even though it's all largely subjective. But yeah, I just practice and giving people no bullshit advice with their Tinder profiles and all the other kind of good stuff. And occasionally I argue with people about politics.
Nice. Sounds like the perfect combo for the dating scene.
Yeah. Well, I don't know. I feel like I'll probably have better success if I didn't like actually talk about politics because that pisses off. No matter what your position is, you piss off half your audience. But I have fun with it.
Yeah, it's fun too when you go on a date with a liberal chick who wants to force politics in a discussion,
Well, that would be easy for me.
I suppose. Yeah. How do you feel about being nominated as Text God of the Year?
Text God, yeah, that would be a small change. I don't feel anything about it. I mean, it's cool, but like I don't know how to say this without sounding cocky, but I just legitimately don't know if there's anyone that's like better than me that I can think of when it comes to texting. There's definitely people better than me when it comes to cold approach. There's no denying that. But in terms of texting or like online stuff, there might be some people who are close, but I don't know anyone who's like better. So it kind of made sense. I figured I would win.
Okay. What do you think about the UMP guys text game?
I think they're well. I think UMP is great overall. I think UMP is much better than me at cold approach and probably even building sexual tension. I think at texting they're good. I would again, I'm biased obviously, but I would like to think that I'm a bit better. But they have their own thing. Theirs is a little bit more. They use a little bit more like scripts and routines than I do. It's a different style, but I think both are good. I'd say that I personally like my style a little bit more, but again, I'm biased.
Okay. Gotcha.
Hey, Vikram. What's up, Dawson? Thank you.
Hey, Vikram. Yeah. Yeah. Pretty much you can roll into it. I got one client example put together right now. Let's see here. Tell me what you think about this.
Didn't you tell me you had some like crazy transformation or something?
Yeah, I got two of those.
Okay.
Let's see here. How do I share? Present.
It's at the bottom percent, yeah.
Yeah, I'm doing it. I share screen. Boom. You guys should be able to see that now.
Yeah, just full screen it.
Yep.
Wait, but this guy this guy isn't the most recent one, right? I thought there was another one that was more recent.
No, we were just going to start off with him though first.
Oh, okay.
Because this one's an excellent example of what I see most commonly when people reach out to me is the abundance of selfie photos.
Mm-hmm.
Which
Yeah.
it's kind of funny too, is because like we're trying to introduce the idea of people utilizing at least one selfie photo in their profiles.
Yeah. The first selfie is much better than the second selfie.
You
The
like the
first
first one better?
if he face apps it, yeah, and he gives himself a smirk, absolutely, this one would be a lot better than the second one.
Even if he has the glasses on?
Yeah, still. Yeah, I wouldn't use it as your main photo, but yeah, absolutely. Because this one looks at least somewhat natural, like he's going about his day. The other one looks like superposed, obviously. So I think for selfies, it's generally better. There are exceptions, but to do a selfie where like where there's no mirror, where you're just like the camera's flipped onto yourself.
Got it. Okay. Got it. So the next one here, what did you say? This one.
Yeah, that would be an example of what I would call not a good selfie because it's superposed.
Okay. All right. Yeah. Also, just the whole idea, like I don't know, it's pet peeve of mine when like their legs are cut out or there's too much space above their head, etc.
Yeah, I mean, I think the second one can be cropped better. I think there could be we could remove most of the space above his head.
Yeah.
Uh, that's always just a general, like just a random hack for anyone watching. Is just for any photo you have, just remove the majority of the space above your head, and you will look taller, like significantly taller.
Yeah. Yep.
Okay, yeah. This one I like a lot more. This I think this is a great. The photo on the right is amazing. Like that could be a main photo. That or the suit one. I prefer that a lot. It looks very natural. Rhaegar looks happy versus compared to the previous photo. I mean, not the previous photo, but the photo to the left. It just looks. No, sorry. Go back.
Yeah,
Yeah, first of all, he looks a lot older in the photo to the left than he does on the photo to the right. It looks like
yeah,
there's a 10 age difference, right? And that's just like what photos can do. Like photos can make you look older, or photos can make you look younger. I've met this guy in real life. I know who this is. He does not look as old as he looks in the photo on the left. That's just a bad photo that's making him look older than he is.
yeah, entirely. So another aspect too is like this one conveys more of a macho vibe, more masculine, almost a bad boy vibe. Like this guy probably deals, with the cartel here in Miami, for example. You don't want to mess with him.
I don't know if that's a good thing, but yeah, for certain girls, I suppose. For the
Yeah,
uh, yeah. Okay, yeah. So this is also the one on the right is also a really good photo. The only difference I would do is probably crop a bit more of the space above his head. But
yeah,
yeah, I think for a guy like him who's kind of more muscular, kind of looks more macho, it's actually more important than ever to have a photo where he's like smiling and looking relaxed. Yeah. So like if you're a skinny guy, I don't think it's essential for you to have a photo where you're smiling. But if you're a guy who's a little bit on the bigger, more intimidating side, a smile photo is like basically required. So yeah, I think the photo on the right is great. And again, the selfie on the left is he looks 10 years older in the one on the left than he does on the right. Even
yeah,
though the one on the right was taken later than the one on the left, right?
yeah, entirely. So yeah, I don't know, maybe 2 year difference.
Yeah,
Uh,
but he looks like he's 7 years older on the left.
yeah, that's power of getting a properly good haircut too,
Yeah, haircuts help.
and clothes. I noticed clothes can actually make you look a bit on the younger side, or I don't know, it just all around makes you look better.
Yeah, I mean, I think it's like trifecta: hair, beard, and what's it called, and clothes.
Yeah. All right, I'm gonna bust out another one. Let's see
So
here.
why don't you talk a little bit about what because I'm not familiar specifically with like the case. What kind of how much results he was getting beforehand and what happened afterwards.
Oh gosh. So from my understanding, he was getting single digits results, and then after the fact of 1 week running just across Tinder and Hinge, he was getting double digits. He had absolute abundance. In fact, I have one of his conversational text messages of what he sent me.
Yeah, and by the way, guys, we're not going to go on this spiel for too long. We're going to get to your photos very soon. So if you guys want to have us review your Tinder profile for free and give you some detailed pointers or maybe make fun of you a little bit, whichever mood I'm in, then send them in to David. Why don't you post your email address in the main chat so people know where to send it?
Yeah, good point. Yeah, so this is a text message that he actually sent me. Results are great. Seeing around twice the results of before with a lot more direct messages from girls. A lot of the time they're open to me now. Some of my faves. Damn, you look like a model. You're the most beautiful man I've ever seen. Setting up some dates for this week. Thank you so much for all the help.
Nice.
Let me see here. And then he gave me another update too. I'm gonna share that one with you real fast. And then
Okay. Yeah, just drop the email and pin it so we can have the
do that
guys.
right now. Great. So he sent me these pics, bro. They fucking work for me. Plus the change to 6 foot on my profile. Now I'm a chooser, not a beggar. That's the most powerful point right there. He's actually 5'11". So I told him bump it to 6'0", running it across all the apps. You're not gonna have any issues whatsoever.
Yeah, if you're like 5'10" ish, you can round up to 6.
Yeah. Yeah, honestly. I mean, I'm 5'9", and I round up to 6. But
Oh,
that's
you
just
know that. I would say that's like slightly. If I was 5'9", I'd probably say 5'11". But yeah, you can still pull it off.
personally. I wouldn't put your height on there at all if that's the case.
Um, no, 5'11" isn't bad. But I wouldn't put it if it's lower than like 5'10".
And that's it. I put that in there. Well, it's for the reason of that Tinder survey study they did with I can't remember, over 1,000 girls or something, and they had their filter set to 6'0" and above. So it was like over half of them. So you're eliminating 50% of potential matches. So
Oh,
therefore,
I'm not talking about in the profile. I'm just talking about in the bio.
in the bio. Oh yeah, no, the profile
There-
itself. That's where I had it. I didn't have the bio there.
Yeah, the filtration system is different. Yeah. Okay. Did you want? Go ahead and pin the thing that you the email address so just people don't miss it.
There we go.
There we go. Yeah. Perfect.
Yeah.
All right. let's take a look at one more guy, and then let's get into people's emails.
Okay, cool. Yep. So here we got another guy, really good guy, but his photos weren't that complimenting of him.
Yeah, big difference. Yeah.
This one's actually very little editing. It was just a matter of him getting a pretty good outfit put together and just having him do a variety of different activities until we kind of nailed it down.
Yeah, this is much better. My one critique of this would be that for him to take his left hand and put it down, that would make it look more natural, like he's chilling. It looks a little posed. It's okay to have a few post photos on your profile, though. That's the misconception. People think you can't have any. It's okay to have a few as long as they're balanced out with natural looking photos.
So you would have his left hand resting alongside of his leg, or would you have it tucked in the pocket, 3 fingers in, one
just
thumb out?
anywhere besides like right here, because like people don't really stand like that, right? Like just think about how do people normally stand if they're just chilling? They probably don't stand like this, right?
Are you referring to how his leg is?
No, I'm talking about the arms. So he's got one arm here, and then he's got one arm here, right, or here. So
Yeah,
I'm just like, if he should just put the arm down, and then that would make it more natural.
Yeah,
It's
my
not,
approach,
it's not a huge difference.
right? My approach is like to have him moving. That's the thing, and I'm just
Yeah.
snapping photos.
Yeah,
And of course, we got plenty of those with his arm down and things of that nature. This just wound up becoming the more popular vote amongst the girls.
Okay, gotcha.
Yeah. Oh, here's another one. Same thing with a whole arm deal right here specifically. So we have some with him just leaned down by his side as well, but this one was the most popular voted one.
Yeah, I would. I generally prefer, because I know you do like because I've seen obviously I go through all your photos because that's that's part of the packages that I review all the photos and pick out the best ones. So I see your photos. I know you do photos where you're like with the guys on the bike, the guys off the bike. Generally speaking, whenever I review, I always prefer the ones where the guys actually physically on the bike. Um, yeah, and just for anyone who's wondering, the bike is like you don't have to actually like know how to ride a motorcycle. Like Davey has a bike. He specifically upgraded so he could do these photo shoots. But so yeah, you just pose up on the bike. But I prefer the ones where they're sitting on the bike, generally speaking.
Right. Okay. There's another one with Rhaegar. So
Yeah, this is like the big difference, right? Like the first one on the left, like the lighting is not good. His shorts are way too short. He does not have the leg muscles to have such short shorts. He's leaning in. The second one's just a lot better. It looks like he looks better in it. Lighting is better, quality's better, and he's got a cute dog. It's
yeah. Another aspect too is on the left side, he has very poor posture. His shoulders are rolled forward. He's hunched forward, and he's got this expression on his face like somebody told him to say cheese, and he's not that thrilled about it.
Huh.
Yep. This one, he actually had a photo of him taking out the trash on his profile.
What was his logic?
I don't really recall what it was. He just showed me the photo. I'm like, my friend, this is a bad photo, and it's doing you a disservice. It's actually hurting you.
I wonder what he was thinking. Like, I'm gonna show you that I can take out the trash. Yeah,
I can definitely be your husband and take out the trash. Yeah, sure. I was explaining to him like you don't want girls to perceive the idea of like that you're associated with trash. Yeah, right. So I'm like, that's just
the photo on the right is probably the best one out of the bunch. Actually, that's a really, really good photo.
Yeah. Let's see here. We got him playing a guitar in this one.
Yeah, that's good too. Yeah, like the scuba diving one is cool, but it doesn't really do any harm, but it doesn't really do any good because that could be anyone. Like you can't really see that it's him. So the photos where you're like your face is not visible, they're just like neutral. They're placeholders. They don't hurt you. They don't help you.
Yeah, exactly. Them doing a pool activity. So we got a lot of shots of him here with him actually playing pool and stuff like that, but got him leaned up against the side. Another thing I have to take into account is for guys who have a little bit of a gut area, we want to kind of, when I have them standing straight up, that is, the gut isn't as flushed out, and instead tighten up your core, suck in your stomach slightly, have a proper positional body, and then it kind of just slims you up right there for the angle and stuff.
Uh-huh.
But another thing too is like, having the bicep flexed here, it makes the arm bigger. And I've had girls tell me they like it when a guy has thick arms.
Yeah, no, for sure. Every girl likes that. It's a trade-off, right? It's like your arm looks bigger, but then you're like it looks more posed. I don't know. Yeah, it's a trade-off. I think that also there's other ways to do that, like just like have the guy do like some push-ups beforehand or whatever. Just getting a pump can make you look a lot bigger.
Yeah.
Also, really, a lot of that comes down to wearing form-fitting clothes. Honestly, like I'm in like a lot of people would say like I'm like close to Jack, but if I wear like a really loose shirt, like you can't see anything. It just looks like I'm just like average, whatever. But you don't want to wear a shirt that's too tight because that just looks gay. So you want to have a shirt that's tight, but not tight enough to put you in the homosexual category.
Yeah, exactly. Hey, judging from this photo, how tall do you think this guy is?
5'10".
5'10", really?
Uh-huh.
That's awesome, dude. No, he's actually shorter than me. So I think he's like 5'6", maybe 5'5".
Oh, really? Okay.
Yeah, that is the power of, angles and not too much space above the head. So yeah, it gives you the appearance of actually looking taller than you actually are, which was his biggest concern, is he's not tall enough. And I explained like, don't stress that too much. It's not a big ordeal.
So what's going on with him now? What was the transformation?
Well, I haven't really touched base with him. At the time, he said he was getting more matches than he was previously, but he's still working through it. And he was also dealing with traveling. He was going to go back to overseas and things of that nature. So it's just one of those matters I got to follow up. He's relatively a very recent client.
Okay, gotcha.
Yeah.
All right, shall we? Maybe at the end we can do like a fat guy transformation. But let's take a look at. We don't want to keep people waiting for too long. What people send in.
Right.
So yeah, guys. So just send all your email. Send links to your profile. Not links. Sorry. Send screenshots of your profile to this email, and we will take a look at them. First come, first serve. Okay, what is going on here? All right, Dawson. I like this dude, but he kind of looks like he's like the Undertaker here. Like he's the dude who works at the cemetery, like that protects the corpses from all the corpse fuckers at night. I don't know. This photo just gives me an odd vibe. It's I believe.
Do you recall the show Tales from the Crypt?
No.
Okay, it's an old horror show and stuff like that. That's kind of vibes gives off. A little bit on the chilling, concerning side, I'd say. It's not so pleasant and welcoming or warming, at least.
The thing is, this dude's like this friendliest, nicest like human being I have ever encountered. But yeah, it's funny how like first impressions can be so different than the reality. For example, a girl might look at me and be like, "Oh, this guy has a little bit of receding hairline." Then she meets me in real life and he's like, "Oh, this guy has a perfect hairline. What was I thinking?" So yeah, I would not use this photo. It's also a selfie. It looks like it's a selfie.
Yeah, shot in the bathroom too.
Yeah, I didn't catch that, but yeah, in the bathroom, you don't want to do that. Like, why would you be wearing a suit in the bathroom? It's like that type of thing. It's like,
yeah. Another thing too is not to take these things personally, but women can be quite brutal as well, especially behind the keyboard. And how they judge and things like that. It's just the nature of the beast. Yep.
Oh no, what are we doing here?
Yeah, so you're not. For one, I wouldn't do a shirtless pic with you. You don't have enough muscle on you.
He might actually if he does better angles and he gets a pump, but
this one.
No. Okay. Yeah. No.
Yeah. Exactly.
Okay. I retract what I said. Yeah. No. I think
this is because he has the arms flexed here. That's why he looks like.
Yeah. I think. Yeah.
Unless these photos are old apart, maybe.
Yeah, he needs to put on more muscle. Like really, where he's lacking. Look, we can see his bones. Honestly, if you look closely, really the chest area, the back area, arms a bit too, but really it's like the chest and back. He needs to have a much wider back, and like these muscles, like these are like I don't know what do you call these muscles?
Which ones?
The ribcage muscles.
Oh, you talking about the traps?
No.
Sorry, not the traps. The lats.
No. There's a muscle group that's like where the rib cage is. But anyway, the way to train those, there's actually a way you specially train those. You can develop that. One of the ways is to do what's called a push up with a plus. So you put a band like around yourself and you do push up, and then once you push up, you would go even further, right? You can do that by just so basically you're pushing here. But anyway, I'm not going to get into a whole workout regimen. But the point is all these things can be fixed. But yeah, chest might be the biggest thing. Chest, back, and ribcage muscles.
Yeah, I definitely would recommend for this guy to do a little bit of a bulk too. Looks like he may be a hard gainer. So surplus while strength training, you're going to put on size rather quickly than a slow dragging process.
I also think he can do a much better haircut. He's just got he's got really good hair, right? But I think he should do I just don't like this kind of unruly hair type of thing. Like I think he could do what. Okay, this is some people will disagree with me on this, but I think what he would should go for is like kind of like bangs. Like instead of having all the hair back here, have the hair at least go down to your eyebrows. I think that's good. If I had enough hair, I would totally do that. I used to have that when I was a kid. I would have
Are
my hair down to my
you
eyebrows.
talking about like the Bieber cut?
Sort of, yeah.
Okay.
It's not possible for people like me and you, but for like him, he could do that. I don't know if yeah, so, like, something like that. Not well. This is when he was a kid. Like find a photo of him. Well, yeah, like look at the photo of him as an adult. This one's good too. That's a good hairstyle. But go up. No, sorry. No. Top right.
Top right. This one?
No, to the right of that. No children.
Let's talk about that one.
Yeah, he's still like chin hip. But yeah, that's a bit better. Like where the hair, you have a lot of hair still, but the hair's going down closer to your eyes. Like
Personally, I mean, I probably would side with this one. That's the style right now.
that would, well, yeah, that would be better too. You know who's a good example of this? Hugh, the guy. He's been on a bunch of my speed dates. He's the known as the Chad. The people joke around about him, but just you can catch one of his speed dates. He's been on my channel many times, and just look at his hair. I think his hair is a good example of like how what like the best hairstyle is if you have a lot of hair.
Right. Okay.
But yeah, not whatever Dawson is doing now.
Yeah.
Yeah, he just needs you now. Like you need way more muscle for shirtless photos, and that's not to even mention these are way too posed. And yeah, just
I don't know. It just, especially with his body language here, it kind of comes across feminine a bit.
yeah.
Yeah. We definitely don't want that. Let's see here.
Yeah, this look, it looks like, in all honesty, like he has some kind of like disability here, because just his posture is just overly stiff. Like it looks like he either just like hurt his back and he's in massive amounts of pain, or he has like some kind of disability. So like the body language here is over super stiff. The second thing is these pants are way too loose. I don't like jeans in general, personally. That's just a preference for me. I do not like the shirt is too loose. Yeah, and just like him just sitting around, you need like some activity photos. But yeah, like Dawson, like really, like I like this guy a lot, so I'm trying to think of how to like phrase this. Um, we've looked at a bunch of your profiles, right? So this is not the first time we've done a profile review, and yeah, I think you're doing the right thing by always getting feedback. But I think what you really need is just a photo shoot. Like honestly, like it doesn't have to. Davey's a good guy, but if you prefer someone else, just go with that. But photo shoot with a professional photographer who has experience taking photos for dating apps, right? That's a key component of it. And yeah, so I just think you're dicking around by taking all these photos by yourself. You're just not making progress. Also, in the meantime, like I said, I would recommend a different hairstyle. I would recommend clothes that fit you much better. And I would also recommend definitely bulking.
Right. Yeah, definitely. No jeans, better shoes too, because that's something my grandpa would wear. I feel like. Yeah, and work on that body language.
Yeah.
Okay, let's see here. Did I run through those? Yeah, that's basically the gist of this guy. Yeah, he has a lot of potential. Absolutely.
He has potential, yes.
Yeah, some guys are like, "Whoa, we're gonna work hard on you." This guy, no, he just needs better haircut, better clothes, better angles, better photos, etc.
I do think he would really benefit though from bulking.
Yeah, definitely doing a bulk. Dawson, feel free to shoot me an email. I do one-on-one coaching with guys, and I help them achieve their bodies and physiques and things like that too.
Oh, I forgot. Yeah, you do fitness too. Yeah,
Yep.
that could be a good call. Yeah, like I feel like if you put on like 30 pounds of like mostly muscle, but also some fat in there, like even half fat, half muscle, you would just look a lot better, a lot more masculine.
Yeah, entirely. So, what is a suggestion for activity photos for this guy?
I mean, the same suggestion it would be for anyone else. Like, like what are the stuff that you do? Guitar photo, motorcycle photo. What are the other activity photos you do?
Guitar photo. Yeah, playing pool, playing with the husky, riding the motorcycle.
Yeah, photo. Yeah, playing pool. Yeah, like any. I mean, we have a video on my channel called 17 Tinder photo ideas. So there's a 17 in there, but yeah, there's a lot. Like there's a lot of just anything where you're doing something, not just.
Yeah. For Dawson, I'm going to show you an example of how drastically muscle can make you look. Just putting size on you.
Yeah, but although your case is a bit different because you already had size, it was just mostly fat versus he doesn't even have the fat.
This was no muscle. There's nothing there. Absolutely not. Yeah. Yeah. Just a huge gut and just chub. That's it. And then toning up, well, bulking first, putting on size, cutting down, and then now you can see how big of a difference muscle makes on you. Just you're more attractive, you're more confident. Women are going to radiate and feel that from you being more confident of yourself. So yeah.
Yeah, absolutely. Go since we're doing this, go on youtube.com
Yep. What do you want?
and then search Avalanche, AVILENCH. Yep, search that. Go to that Avalanche.
Yep.
I keep this up on purpose because I want people to see kind of where it came from. But just scroll down here. We'll go to a one where I look extra skinny. Just do videos. Just hit videos.
Yeah.
Okay, and then go most effective treatments. No, go to Lyme disease challenge.
Lyme disease challenge.
Look how skinny I look.
Damn. I had no idea.
Yeah.
Yeah, you almost look like you just got done with chemo, except aside from the hair.
Like that same shirt would like sit well in my body now. And back then, this shirt, which was medium, it wasn't even a large, looks way too loose on me. Although it is pretty trippy to see like myself, like 10 years younger. Put on muscle, lost a little bit of hair. I call it an even trade-off.
Right, right. Let's see here. Dawson says, I asked out the girl of my dreams today. She said yes. Gonna set up a date over Facebook Messenger tomorrow. Good job, dude.
Okay, that's good. That's good. Congrats. But remember, you still don't wanna just start future projecting. You wanna keep the abundance unless you're in a relationship. So that's a trap a lot of guys fall into. Is like, oh my god, I got this girl, and then they just become like too needy and too focused on that girl.
Exactly. Yeah.
Yeah.
Definitely don't put her on a pedestal too fast.
Yeah. Do you want to pull up the next one? I just gotta get something.
Yep. Yeah, guys, feel free to get in your submissions. Check out your photos. We'll review them, break them down while we're going over others. Number 1. Okay, cool too. Let's see what we got here. 4 people here. So this guy's supposed to be, what is it? Kadir Selik. Well, Alex, he is a dating guru, so I wouldn't doubt that by any means. He knows his stuff when it comes to online game. Let's see, Dawson. Thanks, guy. No problem, Dawson. Yeah, happy to help you on that one. Oh, and then also Kadir. Well, I'm not a dating guru by any means. I've just been Alex's personal assistant for 4 years, going on 4 years now. And so like we've helped countless guys, figure out, understand, when it comes to women, what's going on, why can't I get her on the dates, or I got her on the date, why can't I move things forward with her, either bringing her home or, getting her to date me, etc. So we help with that. But primarily my specialty expertise is with photography. Alex himself, he's the dating guru here.
We're still flattering myself. Okay, is this the next? Oh, this is a transformation?
Yeah, this is another guy. Right now, still waiting for more submissions. Dawson was the only one that submitted at the time.
We can. I have a whole fucking list of submissions that people just constantly email me, which I never get a chance to do. So we can go through those too.
Oh yeah, great, dude. Yeah. So here's one of my most recent transformations. As you can see, your typical selfie with the bros. We got something covering the face there. I mean, it's not too bad. You can see his eyes, and he's got a bit of a little smile there. But still, this guy right here, looking the way he is, kind of looks like they're on a date. So didn't want to say the wrong idea here. Let's see here. What's the next one? Yeah, and then the next one, we got him on the bike. So the original one was him chilling in a car. I can't tell what car it is. It's definitely an older car because look at that steering column there and no airbag.
That looks like a car that they drove in the 40s.
Yeah, it's almost, like he hopped in that thing. So take my photo real quick. Yeah. Here with the bike, though, man, we took hundreds and hundreds of photos, and this one came out to be the most popular photo amongst the bunch.
Yeah, that's a good one.
Yeah, and back to your point of, like, you'd rather see them on the bike. So we got him sitting on the bike. A little bit of a smirk there. So, yeah. What else? We got him chilling next to a yacht with the American flag, kind of epic in the background there. And the one on the left is him on a boat, too. But another thing to take note of, too, guys, is have your pockets emptied out. Look at the photo on the left. He's got something here, something here. Granted, I'm not perfect either. Sometimes I slip up and forget to tell the client, hey, empty out your pocket, although I do that every shoot. But sometimes we're just going and going and going. It slips my mind on one shot. But typically, though, I make sure you guys' pockets are emptied out for the most part. It's just, it's more aesthetics than anything and stuff, and it just makes the photo all around better. It helps more than it hurts. We'll just put it that way. What's your thoughts on shit, stuff in their pockets? Right? No,
I don't think it's a big deal either way. Probably bit more optimal to take it out, but I don't think it's like a game changer either way.
I personally think it looks better compared side by side.
What, to have stuff in your pocket?
No, have stuff out of the pocket.
Yeah. Like I said,
More of an aesthetics.
I think it looks a little better, but I'm just saying I don't think it's a game changer.
Yeah. Let's see here. Yep. So,
yeah. This one's just a victim of poor lighting.
Yeah, poor lighting. And what do you think about the body posture? Like the legs stagnant like they
are? It's not ideal, but again, the lighting just destroys this photo.
Yeah, in my opinion, it's one of his better photos if the editing was a little bit better on it, or if there was more lighting. Yeah.
Yeah, well, that's a big versus compared to go back.
What? Yep.
Compared to the one on the right, I think that's a much better.
Yeah, better lighting, more clear shot. His face is illuminated a little bit better, so it just displays a lot better of who this is, who's the girl matching with. Whereas this one, he has more shade on his face.
Right. Yeah. Exactly.
Yep. And we got him here. He loves to play golf. So during the photo shoots, if you guys have an activity you're passionate about, we can incorporate that. Granted, his face isn't really showing in this one still, but it's like a really cool action shot.
Just a filler shot. Yeah.
Yeah. Yep.
Yeah. This is might be his best one. Looks good. Like he's chilling with the dog. He looks good in it. The dog always looks good. So yeah, this one is definitely much better.
Right. Okay. So yeah, you want to share yours?
Sure. And what was the outcome for this guy?
That guy is still working right now, less than 2 weeks ago. So he just implemented the photos last week. He was waiting for some changes on his profile. He wanted to do a hard reset, so go for it. He set it to Colombia, and if you give me a second, he sent me a photo with some of the girls he's matching with.
Where is he from? Or where does he live, like, typically?
He's actually in Tampa. Yeah. Okay. Yeah, he was conflicted between Justin and myself, and he wound up going with me. And lo and behold, he was actually very pleased with the outcome on it. So I was very happy to provide, to the best of my abilities. Let's see here. This is a screenshot he sent me of some of the girls he matched with.
Oh, damn. Yeah. But yeah, although to be fair, Colombia is easier than America, but that chick is really hot.
Yeah.
She look cute as fucking has that fat ass. Yep. That's like insanely hot girl.
Yeah, that's another conversation I have with these guys is like, one, the photo does two things. One, it gets the match, and two, it conveys enough value to the girl to want to engage in the conversation with you. So now it's a matter of, yeah, you're going to get more matches with better photos, but now you need to be able to convert those matches onto actual dates. So that's the next hurdle for him to overcome.
Right. Gotcha. All right, let's take a look at my email address. All right, so this is the first guy. Can you see it?
There we go. Yeah.
Yep, it's visible. Okay. Yep. All right, I'm gonna zoom in a tad. Okay. Yeah. No. Let's see where to begin. So it's just the vibe here is just off. He's staring like too directly into the camera. It looks like he's like trying to fight the photographer. His body language is too stiff, and just the angle. It's like, I don't even know how to describe it. Just this photo is just not good. But yeah, just staring at the camera. I think it should be a little bit more zoomed out. I think his body language needs to be a lot more relaxed.
Right. Yeah, I agree too. Yeah, definitely. He's got a good physique. Make use of that.
Okay, so here he doesn't look as like scary or anything, but I don't like wearing like all black or all white. I think there should be contrast in your outfit. That's just my opinion. I think he could easily crop most of the space above his head. But this photo is just, again, him just sitting around. Like, they're both him just sitting around, right? Like, it's okay to have one or two photos of you sitting around, but you want to have activity photos. So we'll see if he has that. But so far, it's just two photos of him sitting around. Okay, third photo of him sitting around, right? Yeah. Like, now it's becoming way too much. And this one is probably, let's see, this one might be the better one. This one is definitely really bad. He's just staring directly at the camera, just sitting around. Also, notice how he's like holding his knee. It looks like he's kind of anxious. Okay, another photo of him sitting around. Okay, finally. So we have 4 photos in a row of him sitting around, right? That's just not good. Like, that's way too many photos sitting around. Then we got a shirtless photo. Okay, this one's like the best. This one should be number one. It's still not great because the lighting hits his face weird, but it's better than all the ones where he's sitting around and more sitting around. Also, too zoomed in, standing around, cropped weird, bad lighting, and okay, he's in U.S. Navy. That's cool. But yeah, I don't know. The only photos I would use is this one and oh wait, there might be one more. Nope, just him standing around. Even this one, I don't know if I would use. Like, it'd be better if he was doing some activity. Like, I don't know, just yeah, he just needs activity photos, like where they're not too zoomed in, and yeah, he's got potential. I mean, he's like pretty jacked, but yeah, just if he has all essentially 80% of his profile is just him sitting around, which is not attractive. It just makes girls think like, oh, this guy has like no life, blah blah blah.
Yeah, and way too much space above his head too.
Yeah. All right, let's take a look at some more, I guess. All right, what do we have going on here? Okay, so can you see this?
Yeah, looks like the Andrew Tate pose.
Okay. Oh, here's a little pro trick. Don't say short term open to long. Say long term open to short.
Yeah,
That's just gonna perform better.
yeah. Because what you're doing is you're screening out the girls who are more relationship oriented.
Yeah, the thing is that, well, not even that. Just like I think a lot of girls when they search, they have these settings. Is just they're going to just pick the setting like, oh, long open to short sounds better.
Yeah. What about the option of still figuring it out?
Nah, not in a guy. In a girl, it's fine, but not in a guy.
Okay.
You're supposed to have figured out your shit. Okay, lighting here is not good. Yeah,
It's not a clear photo of him either.
What?
It's not a really clear photo of him either. It looks like a lower quality photo.
Yeah, that too. And also, it looks like there's a filter on, or maybe it's just the camera lens is dirty. But yeah, I'm just not a fan of this photo. Okay, like this one's cool since he's like playing guitar, but he looks really red due to the lighting. So this one, again, is lighting issue. Again, if you were to use this one, you would crop most of the space above your head. Uh, what do you think about this?
No.
No, I know that, but like, why?
One, the machine is blocking part of his body. Two, his muscles don't look that big in that one, so it's not just ideal. It's not a very pleasant angle of him.
Yeah, I agree.
Yeah, I would be doing like a barbell curl with like a 60-pound barbell at the minimum.
So this guitar photo is the best. Is much better than oh fuck.
Yeah, that one looks pretty
awesome. Yeah, so I would, and he has this one as his main one, so that's good. So this is the first photo here that I would keep.
Yeah.
He looks like Emil Hirsch in this photo almost, but
it honestly looks like a completely different person compared to the guitar photos.
Yeah, no, I wouldn't use this one.
Yeah.
No, he should do a shirtless photo, but this one looks like he's like trying out for like a gay porno or something. It's just like not, I don't know.
The short shorts aren't complimenting him. Yeah.
Yeah, it's just is, or he's doing some fitness competition.
Maybe some joggers on, and then after the fact, he had a pretty good, ab crunch workout or something like that.
Yeah. Okay. I mean, dog photos are always great. So yeah. So here he has about one photo that I would keep, and then the guitar one, and then obviously he should reshoot the shirtless photo. He should get a photo of him playing with his dog. That would be better, and just get more other activity photos.
Yep. Definitely, it's a significantly more beneficial to be in the photo with the dog.
Yeah, for sure. Because otherwise, you could just be my dog. In fact, Rhaegar is in like at least 100 dudes' Tinder profiles by now.
There's more than that. Whether they're active is the question, but like,
yeah, that's why I mean like active.
Hundreds of photos. But again, a lot of guys will just screenshot him from your profile or even my profile, which I've been told this, and just use Rhaegar out the gate. Whereas, working with me, you actually get to play with Rhaegar. You're going to be in the photo with Rhaegar. And I also tell you how to make Rhaegar look very happy playing with you too at the same time, which is even better when the dog just looks so happy instead of sad, miserable.
Yeah, you get to lick peanut butter off his balls. Actually, that's kind of, it's a reverse type of thing. So that's pretty cool.
Honestly, treat, bro. Just treat. And he's like, huh? Yeah.
Rhaegar does love his treats. Okay, let's see what's going on here. All right, not terrible selfie, but I would never have selfie as your main one. This one's useless. I think is he in Finland or Sweden? He's in one of those two places. But yeah, like this is just like a filler photo. I would not have it as number 2. Let me just skim through this. Yeah, like none of these are great. Like this one, you just can't really see his face at all. It's just
His head's cut off too.
yeah, too zoomed in. This one, it's kind of blurry. And again, it's just him standing around. Yeah, this one's just also him standing around, and standing around. Right, like we're kind of seeing a theme here. Is in addition to guys not looking flattering in their photos, it's just them sitting or standing around. Like you need activity photos, like photos of you doing shit. That's crucial, which most guys don't have.
Right.
Yeah. And it's like not like you even need to have like that many legit hobbies. You just need to look like you have some hobbies. You just need to look like you do other things besides stand or sit around.
Yeah. Yeah. Very important. Activities are very powerful.
Okay, let's take a look at one more. Oh, this one I already did. Are you still able to see my screen?
Yeah. Yeah. No problem.
All right, let's look at Dennis. I think I've looked at his in the past, but we'll do it again. Okay. So what are we doing here? Okay, he's standing next to a car. It's not terrible because he looks good in this photo, even though his shirt is a bit too wrinkly. But it's not. It would be better if he was like driving the car or something. Like standing next to cars is like not ideal. No, just looks like he just has a brain freeze. No, lighting here isn't that good. No. Again, just poor lighting. Also, he doesn't look good in it. Too posed, although it's not terrible. Looks like he's a drug dealer. Quality is poor. Yeah, the best photo here is probably this one, honestly. But
yeah, it'd be better if he was sitting in it.
Yeah, also another person who would benefit from having like a really solid professional photo shoot.
Absolutely.
Yeah, all right. We just flew through a bunch of those. Did anyone email anything to you?
Yeah, we had another guy submit his photos.
Okay, well, let's do that.
Come on. Let's see here. Should be able to still see. Oh, no, I did it wrong. There we go. Drop this here. Pull up this guy here. Come on, work with me here. There we go. Should be able to see that now.
Well, he looks familiar. I feel like we reviewed him at one point, but we can do it again. Not today, but I think a while ago. He looks familiar. But anyway, yeah. Maybe he changed some things up. Let's start.
Yeah, this one's not too bad.
It's not too bad. That's true.
What do you think about the excess blur of the background, though? For me, I think it can be too much at times. If it's
I think it's too much. It makes your photo look professionally edited. I like very minimal blur at best.
Yeah, we want natural as possible and genuine. So not everyone's walking around with a high-powered camera.
Yeah, the blur thing was, I think, great like 4 years ago, but now I think it's just too obvious that you did a professional photo shoot, so you want to have a very minimal blur.
Yeah.
Not terrible, but again, we have a lot of blur here.
A lot of blur. Also, what's your thoughts on cigars? Just cigar photos.
I don't know, because I've never tried one, but I think generally smoking photos are suboptimal. Maybe hookah would be the exception. I guess cigars are also potentially the exception, but I just feel like some girls just hate smokers. Again, cigar, so that could be different. I just don't know enough about whether some girls will be like cigar photos are close enough to cigarette photos, and I don't like smokers, so I'm gonna swipe left.
I was explained to by a wide variety of women that they don't find men who smoke attractive. So
Yeah.
like, don't want to hinder that. That's okay if you smoke that, but I wouldn't advertise that you smoke cigars on occasion.
Yeah.
By that point, you set her up as a friends with benefit or someone you've already hooked up with. So wouldn't be as big of a deal as opposed to someone who's never met you before and or has never been on a date with you before. They already have a perception this guy smokes, and already because I got daddy issues. My dad used to smoke all the time, and I don't want that. as an example.
I think it more has to do with like, oh, smokers have bad breath. Oh, it's like they're not healthy. Yeah, no, I see. I agree with what you said.
Yeah, this is the next one.
Uh,
Hey, yeah, doing a dumbbell curl. So bringing it back to the previous guy who was doing the weighted dip, this is just a better angle and utilizing dumbbells and things like that. It's not too bad, but it can be improved on.
I just feel like the lighting is not the best for this photo. But yeah, it's decent.
Yeah, yeah, definitely. He's got a great physique too, so yeah, it should do well. And on top of that, the photos aren't doing him a justice if he is tall. In fact, because it makes him look rather on the shorter side because of the angle. It looks like it was taken from the chest down. Instead, I shoot from the waist up, and therefore it gives you the perception of the client is taller than he actually is. Instead of making him look shorter, because I can make a 6 foot guy look like he's 5'6", and I can make a 5'6" guy look like he's 5'10", like Alex said during our previous example with the Indian guy.
Mhm.
Yeah, naturally. Hey,
Not bad. Again, too much blur, but other than that, it's not bad.
yeah, it'd be a lot better too if the dog was turned around with his back towards you and him
Yeah,
the camera, and you're like stroking his head, and you got him making a very friendly, face. Like Rhaegar, he smiles with his tongue out, like he's
I
smiling.
think it's better when the dog looks at the camera and you're not looking at the camera versus vice versa.
Yeah. What about both of them looking at the same angle? Like
That's
both of
fine.
them looking to
That's
the
fine
left,
too.
both looking to the right. It's
I'm
like
just I'm just saying if you have a choice between the guy looking at the camera and the dog looking away versus the dog looking at the camera and the guy looking away, I would pick the second one. But yeah, both of them looking somewhere else is fine too.
yeah, got the DJ one.
Yeah, I think this is good. I mean, like he looks a little. I think this one could be benefit from some face app. I would just maybe give him. I don't know. Yeah, I think it looks fine. I would just face app it a small amount, and
Yeah, not too bad.
crop a lot of the space above his head.
If anything, if the photo is taken a little further back, capturing more of the booth area around him too, that may help out some. Oh, and crop above his head
Yeah.
because it just makes him look really small.
Uh
Yep. And we got him on a Honda.
huh.
Ooh.
Why is there blur above and below his head? Like I don't understand why like why the bottom and the top of the photo are blurred.
It's
Do do
very
you,
excessive.
do you have any idea?
No, no. Well, I mean, just the settings that they're utilizing. It's all about the settings.
No, but this is not a this wasn't done by a camera. A camera is not gonna like crop it. This was like some kind of After Effects that he did where he edited and he just made the blur. This was something that was done in I think post effects, not during the shot.
Uh, yeah, it could be. I've seen where they do that on like Instagram Reels. The bottom and the tops will be.
Yeah. But I don't like that for Tinder photos. I think it'd just be better if you just left that space there. Well, crop the space above his head, but at the bottom, like below, at the bottom where it's blurred, just like don't blur, just leave that space there. I
Yeah,
mean, sorry, leave the photo, make the photo a little bit longer.
yeah. Not only that, too, is I'm a bike guy now, so I know that is a badass bike he's sitting on, and you cannot really tell because it's so closed in on it. So my advice would be take a photo further back, capturing more of the bike, capturing more of the surrounding area, but making sure you're the center of the focus of the photo.
Uh huh. Yeah, for sure. Oh, I added trying to fit in the frame. The app shrinks it. Um, yes, but why not just make it black instead of blurred? Like I think that would be better. And I just don't like the blurred thing. I understand what you're talking about, although for it depends on what app I guess you're using because they have different dimensions. But I just don't like the blurred effect at the top and bottom.
There you go. I'm gonna give him a pro tip here. Use the app InstaSize. It'll help you with setting the proper frame for your apps to fit, or your photos to fit better within the apps. It's free to use too, if you can deal with ads.
Is that all his photos?
Yeah, that's all 6 of them. He said he added 2 more shots, but we've already glanced at these.
Well, maybe he only had 4 initially, but yeah, I think this is the best profile we looked at so far. Where there's still definitely room for improvement.
Check this out. Make sure we got them all. Yeah, we touched on all those photos. Yeah, you definitely got a lot of potential, dude.
Yeah, this is the first one that I would say is like maybe above 5 out of 10. Maybe this is like a 5.5, 5.5 out of 10 profile. Like,
Yeah.
the ones we looked at so far were like two out of 10s or whatever. But I think this guy can easily go up to 8 out of 10 and whatnot.
Yep. Doing that one. Yeah. What do you think about? I want to poke your brain on this one real quick.
Uh-huh.
I don't know if you can see this one. Rock climbing photos.
Um, they're hard to get right. I think that would be like because this person is like also rock climbing in order to get that angle, and from the bottom, it's kind of useless because you can't see their face. But I wouldn't add this photo, this specific photo, to the profile. Yeah, I don't know. I don't see a point. I don't think that's an ideal activity photo.
Right, right. Yeah. So this client here, he wants us to do a rock climbing photo shoot because he's been a rock climber for 20 years. So he sent me examples. I don't know if the first one is him or not. Maybe it does look kind of close to
Well, if
him.
you are going to do that, then it shouldn't be because there's he's doing like a rock climbing wall. It should be like natural freestyle rock climbing, which I don't know if he does because it's a little bit dangerous. But where you just like climb shit like without like any ropes or whatever
Right.
outdoors, like that would be better. Yeah, like this one. I don't know. It's like I just would never add that.
Yeah.
Uh, his shirt is so wrinkly here.
Let's see if I can better zoom in on this. Yeah, his shirts are wrinkly. What else we got here? He's
Uh,
a doctor.
yeah, that's cool. But his body language here is pretty bad. He also could use a fresh haircut. Yeah, just too dark. Can't really see his face.
Yeah, not only that, the facial expression too.
Yeah, girls don't really care about like a lot of this shit. Like, unless you get like a female rock climber, which like the 1% of the rock climbers are probably girls. But actually, I shouldn't shit on it. My cousin met his wife at a rock climbing gym, so I guess stranger things do happen. But yeah.
Yeah.
But I think he needs like this are all like activity photos. Like he needs like actually like one photo, one or two photos where he's like clearly visible. And I don't think it should just be like climbing photos.
Right, right.
Yeah. Do we have any other emails?
Nope, that is it, my guys.
Okay. You want to maybe look at another transformation, or what do you want to do?
Let's see here. Let's see here. I'm sure I got one more somewhere.
See if you can pull up a fat guy transformation.
I have one guy in mind. Here's another submission that was sent to me.
Okay.
I have to go through and dig up his photos though.
This is a submission in terms of like he wants us to evaluate his profile.
Yeah.
Okay. First one, no. He just his face looks too dark. His eyes, yeah, just something feels off about that photo. Lighting is not good, and yeah, angles are not good.
Right.
So, no on this one. This one's a bit better, but I would crop like half the space above his head.
Well, not only that though, is that the angle of the camera is shot again. It's shot like
Not
up,
ideal.
down, and he looks so tiny.
Yeah, it's not ideal. Also, remove that filter. Just as a general rule of thumb, don't use filters for dating
Yeah.
apps. It's that's
It
like
should be very subtle. It shouldn't be so drastic or dramatic.
I would say Face app is good, but I wouldn't use filters personally.
Yeah.
Um, like he looks like a teenager here. Like, yeah, I don't like photos of like in cars. It's better than outside of a car, but his shirt is too baggy. His pants are like just
Huge.
too teenagery. I guess is the term I'd use, but it's not terrible, but it's not good by any stretch.
Yeah.
Um,
Not bad.
this one would be good if he removed the filters.
Yeah. Yeah, that background.
Just
Got like
remove-
a haze over him or something.
yeah, remove all the filters, and this one can be pretty good.
Yeah. Yep. And
Oh.
then the selfie.
Yeah, no, just you can do a much better selfie.
Absolutely. Yeah. What would be your pro tips for how to achieve a decent selfie?
I did a video where I covered that with Daniel, but I think that you like a lot of the same rules apply. Is like first of all, you want an activity selfie ideally, so like one where you're like maybe playing with a dog, you take a selfie of that, or you walking somewhere. I don't know, just you doing something. The other option is to do a shirtless mirror selfie if you're in good shape. So that's the other option, but you have to be in good shape for that. But yeah, you just take a shitload of photos and then you try different facial expressions. You try to look around a little bit. You just keep taking photos, and eventually, if you take 100, 200, you'll probably get one that's good.
Right. Right. Okay. Well, I think that's it. We cleared a solid 55 minutes. So. And,
Yeah, cool. Yeah. How do you want to wrap up?
Pretty much the basic gist of it is Alex Playing with Fire. You can find him at Playing with Fire. His YouTube channel, his forums page, his websites. I don't know. You want to plug all those in?
It's all good. They can check out my YouTube channel if they want.
Yeah, for the most part. And then you can get in contact with me directly. I have links all over the place, directly with my Instagram, my website. Book a free call with me. Get your Tinder profiles evaluated by me. Additionally, a lot of other things added to as well.
Are you running any Halloween promotions?
Yeah, right now I'm knocking $200 off each of my packages right now for the
Oh, you
remainder.
guys say that. Yeah, so $200 off your packages. And why don't you just explain what your packages are so people have an idea?
Yeah. So I have two package deals. Standard 6 looks, one full day of shooting. You get fashion consultation over the phone, and typically we get about 4,000 to 5,000 photos out of you in that one day of shooting, which we normally get about 200 or so pretty good shots of you. From there, we narrow them down to your top 20 or 30, and then from there we narrow down to your top 6. What's different than me with me than any other photographer out there is that I give you all the great shots at no additional cost. I hear all the time guys pay a lot of money and they're only able to get 20 to 50 photos out of their photo shoot. If they wanted more, it would cost them extra. Me, I give them all to you. So yeah, added benefits of working with me too is, of course, you get Alex himself to help narrow down your photos. You get to play with the amazing, fluffy, majestic Rhaegar, and I have access to a wide variety of activities, including a badass sports bike for you to sit on. Additionally, I have a premium package where it's 2 full days of shooting. It is 9 looks, 9 outfit changes, that is. Additionally, you get over the phone and in-person styling. So the stylist will be there the first day of the shoot, the first day being the longest day of the shoot, to style you on the spot, and or go shopping with you and style you on the spot as well at a store, which a lot of guys actually offer that option. Additional perks of that is you get the Ultimate Dating Blueprint 2.0 product included with that as well, which can help you get you off to the races with converting all these matches you're going to get over into actual dates. Added perks, of course, Alex figured in, and yeah, that's basically the gist of it. So
Awesome. So yeah, how do you want people to contact you? Instagram or what?
yeah, typically you can absolutely reach me out to my Instagram at Unlimited Matches Photography. I will plug that in the description down below. And additionally, my website is unlimitedmatches.com. And you can also book a call with me there. It's free. And literally, I can just go over everything with you and answer any questions you may have.
Yeah, awesome. Oh, check out Davey's transformation video. Just go look at his latest video. It's pretty cool. Check that out. But yeah, thanks for having me on.
Yeah, appreciate it. You coming on, man. Take care.
Anytime. All right, take it easy, buddy.